Hi friends, this is Purna. You are watching Purna Smart Tech. Friends, today my video is why do some people say that object-oriented programming in Python is a joke? Is the Python concept in OOPS concept? They tell this concept is a joke for some members. I inquired the details of this OOPS concept in Python. The content credit goes to Michael Kudela, which discussed some of the points with this related question. Let me tell this question answer in this video. Friends, there are two categories. First category people and second category people. First category people, they tell that people taking one aspect of OOPS in Python and saying that's the joke. But second category people, they tell it's not a joke but an effect some of sort of misunderstanding of the first group. They're telling that the first group members are misunderstanding. They're telling the two categories are they're telling that these types of concept. Mitchell Kudela discussed why is OOPS in Python is a joke. He discussed the six points of no encapsulation, class structure, interface, abstracts, class structure itself, the word self. Let me discuss the one by one of these topics. Friends, first topic, no encapsulation. It is the core concept in OOPS to let something whenever they are methods or fields not be visible in other parts of the code. In Java, for instance, you can define a field as private, then it will be visible only by the member of that class. Here they are telling that methods or fields not visible in the other parts of the code. They are telling not be visible in the other parts of the code. In Java, for instance, they define field as private and then it will be visible the member of that class. In Java, they tell define a field as private. The field as a private thing, then it will be visible only the member of that class. Here the discussing of the Java, for instance. In C++, there is a concept of a friends which can see private fields of other classes, but that is heavily criticized for breaking OOPS concept. They are telling that C++ there is a concept which can see private fields of the other classes. It is heavily criticized for breaking OOPS concept. Python's solution for that was to add before find and method name to indicate it's private for other programs. This is but as well know if something's not recommended but possible, someone will do it. Some members can all do it but some members can't do it. They are telling. Second topic, class structure. In all other programming languages including C, when a class is defined, each has a specific structure to it. It is created having n fields and m methods and will be destroyed having n fields and m methods. Here he pointed he created having n fields and m methods and will be destroyed having n fields and m methods only. The states of the field can change but not the number of them. In Python, on the other hand, object of a class can gain field inside the methods, practically meaning their structure can change the mid-execution. Here practically they are changing the structure of the mid-execution, which is risky as you might try to access a field that does not exist yet, and again if something possible someone will do it. This is also someone will do it practically. Fields does not exist yet. Here the point is in the fields and the method. Third, interface. In Python there are no interface due to duck typing. It's all well and dandy until there comes a time when object passed as an argument, a lack of method to handle something. Here discuss due to duck typing, it's well dandy until there comes a time object passed as an argument, lack of method to handle something. The other programming languages have that because one, they are generally strict type and second programmer. Here notice that strict type and second programmer and people in general are forgetful and we need to somehow ensure that all required methods are implemented. Fourth, abstracts. In other languages, abstract class are quite straightforward. You do the same as with no abstract class but just define a class as abstract and define method as a abstract. In Python, on the other hand, abstract class need to inherit from abc.abc, capital ABC class, which you guessed stands for abstract base class syntax, non-obvious acronym, and define method as abstract. Here notice one point, the abstract class are quite straightforward. Do the same as no abstract class but just define a class abstract and define method as abstract. Here defining the abstract and defined methods as abstract. In Python, on the other hand, abstract class need to inherit from ABC, capital ABC class. Here noticing the class. Another, we go to the next down paragraph. This force to use multi-inheritance when we want to create an abstract class, that is a child class of a non-abstract one. Here noticing the multi-inheritance when one wants to create an abstract class, that is a child class of a non-abstract one. Here noticing the non-abstract one, which is child class of the abstract class, and multi-inheritance should generally be avoided. They are noticing that multi-inheritance should generally be avoided. 5. Class structure itself. In Python, all fields are defined in constructor. This is the syntax of int method. It mixes field initialization with class initialization. All other languages have fields being defined outside method for easier distinction between access and definition. Here noticing that Python all fields are defined in constructor, and the mixes field initialization with the class initialization. All other languages have fields are being defined outside the method for easier distinction between the access and definition. Notice the point. The last, the word self. I really don't get why each non-static method needs to have defined as a parameter. It looks like straight from C language, which a reminder does not have OOPS implementation. All other languages have a defined keyword this, which does not need to pass it as an argument. He noticing that a non-static method needs to not that defined as a parameter. It looks like a straight from C language. This is a straightforward of C language, I think, and which reminder does not have OOPS implementation. Not having OOPS implementation, and all other languages have a defined keyword this, which does not need to pass the argument. He is not passing the argument this keyword. They're telling. Let's compare two classes, Kotlin and Python. See the code of Kotlin and see the code of Python. If you see the code, it seems like Python you can change both age and name, while Kotlin will tell you you can't. You could make it so that those fields were public in Kotlin, but then you would still only be able to change the age as name is immutable. Here's the point of you notice. Guys, there is another senior software engineer tells that this answer why. Okay, let me give the two very simple examples. This is class in Python of the code. Now if you construct an object, nothing prevents me from saying, which avoids me a whole idea of encapsulation. Now let's see if you had a C++ class. Guys, now let's see if you had a C++ class. This is the program of the C++ class. Now when you construct an object, it seems like when you try to doing this will be a comes output. The compiler will split you in the face telling that you can't change the private member of the class, which you shouldn't do. That's what you have methods for, and that's how API works and should work. Hide the implementation details. Here's the sum of the explanation from the senior software engineer. They tell the answer of these questions. That's it, guys. This is the answers of this question. May I know, I don't know clarity information. If you had not get clarity information, comment on my video description. I will try to give the answer. That's it, guys. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel for latest updates. Press the bell icon.